sessions.
Well, she wasn't in there when we went in.
Oh, she wasn't? Okay. Well, she's probably run out the...
Hi again, everybody. Scot England with you, with Garth Brooks. Welcome, Garth,
Thanks,
to
Scott.
Illinois.
Great to be here.
You know, I'm sure you've dreamed about the success that you've been having the last year. Has it been everything that you dreamed it would be?
Yeah, I think it surpassed that from the very start. You know, I thought it would be getting to play for a living, but I didn't know it would be, you know, getting to show up and people actually knowing who you are and knowing your songs. And it's been a dream. They have spoiled me rotten, and I'm loving every minute of it.
Have there been any surprises, things you hadn't maybe planned on?
Oh yeah, I didn't plan on the Grand Ole Opry. I didn't plan on getting to work with some of the names that I've got to work with. I'm not working with Becky Hobbs, which, her being from Oklahoma, you know, it's always been a big thrill for me.
Was the Grand Ole Opry the highlight of the last year? What's been the highlight?
Have to be first now the Grand Ole Opry and going back home to my hometown, Yukon, Oklahoma, and first time ever to sell out the Coliseum back there. The folks came out, they didn't forget me, and I had a wonderful time there and got to help raise some money for the FFA kids out there. So both of those nights were special for me.
That was just about a year ago, maybe a little less than a year ago, that you played the Grand Ole Opry for the first time. We taped it at home, and boy, what a night that was. What was your feelings when you first walked off the stage?
Well, I thought my voice was going to be the hard part. I said, my voice ain't going to work. My voice was fine, it was my legs. I couldn't get my legs to work. They announced my name, and I couldn't move. I was like, oh come on. And finally got out to the mic, and everything went fine after that, but I never thought I was going to get out there.
You just played on Farm Aid. What was that like in front of those thousands of people?
That was neat. I mean, I'd never played that many people. I don't know if I did the Farmers any good. If I did, great, but I got to say, just playing on the bill of some of the names that was on there, like Willie Nelson and Jackson Brown, you know, it was phenomenal. And they said Elton John closed the show. We was on the road when that happened, so we didn't get to see it. But knowing that, you know, you play the same show with guys like that, it's like, yeah.
We've got a John Deere tractor commercial we're running at the radio station, and that sounds like Garth Brooks on it, is it?
I did a John Deere commercial. I haven't, is it, don't fix a broken part or something?
I forget the exact way it goes, but I know it's got to be.
Yeah, I did that about 2 years ago before I ever got my deal. So, well, good. I didn't know they were using that.
No, we're using it. We'll probably start getting requests for that commercial. That's when you're really big time. They start asking for the John Deere ad. You know, a number of the songs that you've written, like If Tomorrow Never Comes, are personal songs. They're kind of sad songs, kind of tear-jerkers. And I want to know, since that was your first #1 song, has it changed how you sing that song on stage? Are you still able to get that feeling, or do every now and then you begin to get a smile on your face and think, this was my first #1 song?
Both. I mean, you do get that feeling. I was very fortunate. This is the most real song I've ever been involved with as far as writing. So it never gets old to me because it just tells the truth every time you sing it. But yeah, you do start smiling when you look out there and you see a little 5-year-old girl lipping the words. It's like, yeah, and that's what it's all about. And it's like I said, it's a dream come true to me as a very first #1, and will always have a special place in our heart in my career.
And the brand new song, The Dance, how'd that come about?
I was listening to Tony Rada at Bluebird, a place in Nashville. There was about 14 or 15 people in there, and he sang that song, just him and his guitar. And when he got through, people clapped, and he went on to the next one. And mentally, I was standing up going, are you people deaf? Did you just hear that song? And it was a beautiful song, and I went up afterwards and asked him, I said, what's the deal on that? He says, it's been around for about 3 or 4 years, and nobody's ever even thought about cutting it. And I thought, man, what a wonderful song.
Oh, it is too.
Thank you.
I think it's going to be the biggest song that you've had so far.
I hope so. It's my favorite, and I think it's twice the song of anything that I've done.
And that's saying something too, I'll tell you that.
Well, thank you.
Have you got to meet George Jones yet this year?
No, I still don't want to.
You're just scared to meet him?
I just like him where he is. He's a godlike figure, and that's where I'd like for him to stay. I tried to do that with George Strait, but some people introduced us. We was working the same show together, and I made a fool of myself in front of George Strait. I was worse than a teenage girl around him. I was all over him, telling him how great he was. So I never want to do that in front of Jones. You know, I was embarrassed enough around straight.
I'll tell you, and I'm only saying this because I mean it. One of these days, somebody's going to come up to Garth Brooks and say what a thrill it is to meet you, that you are their hero, and they were scared to meet you. And I wouldn't say that if I didn't meet you.
Someday we'll see. You know, like I've said in a lot of interviews, to mean to somebody what George Jones means to me, I think probably is one of my biggest goals. You know, why I'm in this business.
What role has your wife played in your success that you're having now?
My wife has played saver of my career role. She watches me, and when I get a little bit too far out of line, she pulls me back in. She sits me down and she has talks with me, and she lets me make my decision. But the advice she gives me is priceless. One of the biggest talks we were having was about respect for myself and for her, because it's just sometimes in autograph lines and it shows I was doing things that really weren't, you know, that I thought was cool at the time because I was wrapped up in the heat of the moment of the song. But she kept my head on straight, and because we're willing, I'll have her around forever.
I talk to people who are great writers all the time who, once they become successes, once they have to hit the road promoting those songs, they really don't have time to write. Have you found that?
Oh, yeah. They told me that I wouldn't be able to write, and I said, well, you're crazy. I can write anytime, any day of the week. And I'll be danged, man. I haven't written a thing since I've been out on the road. So, yeah, it's been pretty tough. Hopefully I'm mature enough to do both.
Garth Brooks is going to be as big a star as he wants to be. And I mean, when I say big star, I mean Merle Haggard, George Jones type star. And I really believe that.
Well, thank you. I appreciate it.
And Garth, I want to thank you for taking time out of your busy schedule to visit with your many fans throughout Illinois.
Hey, this is great. You all have treated me like family, and if you guys don't mind them, we'll come back here every chance again.
We'll be looking forward to it.
Thanks a lot, Scott.
We got a few promos. This one here, you're going to be at the Arcola Broomcorn Festival. We're kind of in charge of that.
Arcola Broomcorn Festival.
And boy, they pull in about 20, 30,000 people a day, so they'll be there to see you.
Good deal. Hi, everybody. I'm Garth Brooks, and WLBH plays my kind of music. Hi, folks. This is Garth Brooks, and you're listening to my friend Scot England right here in the afternoon on WLBH. Hi, friends. This is Garth Brooks, and you're listening to my pal Scot England playing all the hits, and he's even playing some of my tunes too, right here on WLBH. Hi, folks. This is Garth Brooks, and this year I'll be performing at the Arcola Broomcorn Festival, so be sure to come by and see our show. Be sure to say hi to my pal Scot England out there and all the folks at WLBH Radio. See you there.
Thank you, Garth.
You betcha. Thank you.
Then we got a couple pictures here for you to sign.
Happy to. Can I get some t-shirts for the radio station, please?
We've already got two.
Deal. Scott, this is to you. SCOTT.
One T. We met you at Fan Fair last year. I think you're going to find it much different this year. I think
I didn't
you
have
better
much to
be
do last
ready
year.
for a mob. Hey, you performed a song on American Magazine about unanswered prayers. Are you gonna record that on a record?
It's already been recorded for the new record.
Oh.
Are you gonna stick around for the second show?
Yeah,
You guys
we're
come
gonna be
on?
out there.
I'll play it for you, just me and my guitar. And these we haven't learned it yet.
We're out there on the front row. Let me get you and Jane on the video cameras present.
Our sound man just got one.
Oh, we did?
He's saying he's doing a documentary about being on the road.
Jay.
Jay Wine.
Jay Wayne.
Big smile there, Jane. There
Fan
you
club.
go. I think that's enough. Let's get a still picture and we'll be out of your hair.
You take one all together?
Yeah, I'll get one here.
I'll take it.
Like this, bro.
Y'all ready? 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, it is.
Thank you, Garth.
Thank you all. Appreciate all
And
this.
good luck to you.
Tell everyone there at the station thanks for it.
I sure will, sure will.
Did you guys get to see the first show?
No, we're going to the second one right
I
now.
hope you like it.
I'm sure we will.